Hi guys, it's day 49, no, day 50. 49 was yesterday. Well, I have no idea. Well, I've cut some things out, is the only idea I've got, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So you're just going to wing it with me. And I do appreciate so much all your lovely comments. And I will continue to do my videos just as they come. I'm not going to shorten them. The problem is I just tend to have fun creating, and then I look and it's like already an hour, so I can't help it. It's just too much fun. So what I've done today is I decided to have I have a what do you call it, a big shot. I never use it. I really never use it. My Italian friend, I'm just checking I'm on screen. My Italian friend convinced me to buy it, and I got it for my birthday about 3 years ago. And you will have noticed I hardly ever use it because you've hardly ever seen me use things that have been die cut. Really the only thing I like it for is I don't have too many die cuts. I have a circle one that I've never used before. And then I have a few tag ones. And I have quite a few flower ones, but I actually really enjoy cutting the flowers out by hand. But there are some nice shaped flower die cuts, but I never use them. I like them in my sewing, like layering flowers and stuff. But yeah, I don't really use my what's it called, big shot. So what I did was, I'm just gas bagging. I'll show you what die cuts I've got. That's embossing. See, I bought this embossing one, but I've never used it yet. So I will use that one day. I'd like to emboss some envelopes. So I've got this one, Framelets by Tim Holtz, with the different sized tags. And then I've got this one here as well. I don't know if you can see that one. I really like these two shapes. So that's a bit more like a taggy shape. Well, they're both tag shapes, but that's also could be like sort of plates or pockets or that sort of thing. But also in here, because I liked this plastic sleeve that it came in, I've got this set, which is the same type of set, but with all the different sizes. See, all the different sizes. So that one, so just have a good look, because I don't know what the name of it is. And then I've also got these scalloped circles as well. So they're the die cuts that I've used to cut out my shapes. So 4 different ones. I'm sorry, I just like to keep them all in there. I don't have that much space, and I don't like sticking them back onto the cardboard, except for that one. I might even move those in there as well. So that's what I use, just so you know what I use. I'll put those away over there because I don't need those. And what I did was yesterday I did all that printing of those images you saw, and so some of these are Mrs. Cog, some of them are just public domain images from around about the place, and I've just rather than having them a regular rectangle shape, I've cut them into all different shapes. So I tried to be organized, and I've sorted them into, and I've also cut a lot of my collage pages that I have, and they look really cool. So you'll see that as we go on. They do look really nice. Now, have I lost some? So these are all sort of taggy sort of shapes as well. So I've done some with plain and some floral and some embroidered. And so I'm just going to muck around with them and see what happens. And the other thing I also wanted to show you that I might have a play with is, I might do that today or tomorrow, is this beautiful kit by Amy from Crafty Cat. It's super pretty and soft, and she's got, so this is like an elements sort of page. I thought that would be really nice cut into a tag shape as well. And then she's got all these, that's a beautiful trim, and then she's got some collage pockets that she's made and some little taggy things, and then these are some collage pages. Now I did want to cut these up as well into the tags, but then I wanted to show you them, how pretty they are as a whole, so I didn't cut them up. So I'll have to decide whether I'll use them today or tomorrow, because I might pull out the machine again, even though I really don't enjoy using the big shot. But this is a super pretty kit. It's called Antique Posey. You should go and check it out in her shop. But I'm going to enjoy playing with that. So yeah, I might tear some of it up and use it, or I might want to cut it up into shapes and then use it. I'm not sure. So we have that on just by us, just in case. And I also bought today, when I was at the supermarket, these gorgeous, you won't be able to see the texture, but these are parchment sort of envelopes. There's not that many in a packet. How many are in a packet? They're 90 GSM. They're by Favini. Favini's a really good 25. Oh, there's 25 in there. There's quite a lot. I thought there were only 10. So they're Pergamena. And Favini's are very good. Well, I like their stuff. They're very good. What do you call it? What do you call it? Stationery company. That's it. I wanted to say cartoleria. And it also says that the papers are made, I think they're recycled. So it's very, very nice. I've got my other envelopes are by them as well. I also use sometimes their ivory copy paper. And then another person wrote me a message on Etsy, and I'll do that now. And I'll also write to her on Etsy in case she doesn't watch. She wanted to know about my green, I think it was my green recycled grid paper. This is it here. This is the front of it. It's an Italian brand. I buy it at my supermarket. No, it's from our supermarket. You won't be able to buy it anywhere. That's the supermarket. It's their brand, Viva Verde. That's their bio-organic brand that they have. So like when you buy like their toilet paper, it's in that biodegradable plastic sort of stuff. Not plastic, it's vegetable plastic. I don't know what you call it. It's not made from petroleum, whatever. Okay, so I've also got near me some of Mary's beautiful things that she gave me just in case I feel inspired to use those. And I'm thinking I'm going to I cut my collage sheet into tags, and I really like that there. So I think I'm going to put that there. The only issue I have with my tag is that it I probably, you know what I should have done? I should have cut it out, cut out a straw paper one as well, and I could have glued that on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of straw paper. I've just restocked up again on straw paper because I was getting low. And look how I treat it. It's all bendy and you know how it is. So I'm just going to actually cut it out by hand. I'll just hold that there. I've got my scissors. I will cut it out by hand, and then that way I will glue it onto the back. Although I could probably use even another type of paper, but I don't know why I wanted to use this. Put that over there. And then I'll glue that down, and that to me is done. And then I'm going to see if any of Amy's pretty papers might go on here. And Lulu's having a bit of a conniption with one of her friends. I mean, gosh, they get angry about silly things, don't they? I'll tell you what her friend is angry about in a second. Just concentrate on this for a tiny second, not too long. So that will go there. I haven't even got my glue book. Just a second. Some nice grungy pages there. See, one of those could have gone on the back. Oh, no, I'm not. This is beautiful paper. That's going to go into a paper pack. It's 1869, I think. I've got some threads on it. And it is divine. It's the nicest colour. So that I'm not gluing on there. I'm not gluing on actually, I've got a few books here I'm not gluing on because they're nice papers. I actually got this book here in Italy. It's 1921, I want to say, something like that, or 1912. It's called The Amateur Gentleman. I'm altering it for someone. It's a big book, but the paper is super nice, so that I've kept that. And it does have some images. Some of the images I don't like, but look at that cool image. So the person who gets that book will get some of the images as well on the side. Hopefully I remember. And here I can glue onto this one. This was the slightly not rough one. Yes, I don't mind gluing on this one. So now what am I going to do here? I need to figure out. Let's get to the job at hand. Now, I really wanted to do something special on day 50, but I haven't had a chance. I've just got to lean across, you guys. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to to sort of prepare anything. The day has just slipped away. Took me I haven't even finished answering all my comments today. It's taken me a really long time. I'll have to do it later because I couldn't sit there anymore and do that. I did enjoy watching Gail, and I watched Deb. I watched your video. I can't remember which one it was because I've watched a few in the last few days, but I haven't had a chance to comment. I'm sorry, guys. I don't always comment. I don't get the chance. I'll take that off there, the sticky, and I am going to stick down this on the other side. Yes, so I did enjoy, it was a good excuse to sit on the couch with the iPad and answer comments and watch Gail. I watched Gail, and boy, did Gail make me laugh. And then I also watched Deb, I think. So I just put everybody into my watch later, and I just slowly plod my way through it. I'm actually quite a bit behind. I'm probably watching last week's videos at the moment. Yes, you see, that works. That does work. I like that. And then I could decide, like I did with the other ones, I could obviously not this one because there's not enough passion on there. I could decide to attach that. For example, I quite like that, but I'm going to wait until I've done this bit here, and I think this is going to be another, so you can write there. Now, do we want this to be a top loading or a side loading pocket? I think I'm going to make it a side loading. Yes, no, yes, no, top loading I want. Make up your mind, Rachel. So top loading. So today really, there's no one project at hand. It's really more, what do I want to say? Just using the die cuts. That's what it's all about today. So it could be a tag making, it could be anything. Just depends what takes my fancy. Might only make one thing. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was too quick. Now, I wanted to see if any of these would go. See, that does go. I just want to check the other ones. Very pretty papers, Amy. That side could go, but not that side. Like that one. Oh, that's pretty. I think I'll use that one. I'm going to get my ruler. Oh, there it is. You see, it helps when you put things away. Did I put my face in? I hope not. I hope I didn't put my face in. Now, now, guys, I know yesterday's video I did go off screen quite a bit. I didn't mean to. I just obviously didn't set my thing up properly, as usual. I do try to check that I'm on screen, but yesterday, yes, I did have a bit that I was off screen. I'm sorry. It was frustrating for me to watch it, so I can't imagine what it's like for you. And I know what I did. You just know I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. Okay, so to be honest, like when you're tearing, it's probably actually, you know what? It's probably a good idea to move all your crap, excuse the expression, out of the way. That's a very, I know everybody says it everywhere, but I think the way I said it was a bit Aussie, to be honest. Once my, I didn't tell you what Lulu was having a thing about with her friends. Well, her, she's got her bestest friend, and they've been friends since they were in kindergarten. And then when they went to elementary school, another friend added into there. I told Lulu she always has to have a wide group of friends, not just one friend, to expand her horizons. Because, when I was at school, I have my besties. Actually, my two closest friends. Well, one has been my friend since we were in kindergarten, and the other one, she came to our school when she was in 3rd class, and we're still all best friends. But we had a nice group. We're still, then there's another one. She lives in London. We were all friends together, and the other one lives in Switzerland. You know what Australians are like. Don't stay at home. And then, so we're all still friends, and we've been friends for forever. But I did at school have other groups of friends as well that I hung out with. So, you know, because sometimes you do have little arguments with your friends. And anyway, so the one that joined their little group of friends in elementary school, she's a little bit insecure, and she's a little bit competitive. Her parents are both competitive people. They've told me that. It's not like a bad thing or anything like that, but she's a little bit competitive, and for some reason she loves Lulu, but sometimes she doesn't show it in her actions. She hasn't shown it in her actions in the past and has been quite mean to Lulu because she's jealous of her with the other friend that Lulu's been friends with from kindergarten. And so she gets upset about really silly things. So the other friend from kindergarten, on her WhatsApp, you know how they put a little photo. I don't, but they have a little photo, these girls, and so basically her friend, the one that became friends with her at elementary school, is upset with the other one because she says she always puts a photograph up of you and her in her profile and not me and her. And Lulu just thinks it's ridiculous because this friend that's saying that always has a photograph of her and the other one, and never Lulu doesn't even notice. She doesn't care because I've taught her not to care about stuff like that. It's just silly business. But isn't that just silly? So that now I can hear these big discussions going backwards and forwards because now Lucy got a message saying she didn't realise because she didn't remember, but she's obviously got a photograph somewhere with the other girl and not the other one, and so the other one's annoyed. I mean, it's just crazy. Anyway, I'm just babbling on. Oh, wouldn't that be cool to punch that out, I wonder, and put something there? I don't have my puncher here. It's in the other room, of course, isn't it? I love this. Amy, this is just beautiful paper, you clever little chook. Love it. I'm thinking I might like a little bit of a doily there. Oh, I like that. A little bit of a doily. You don't need to do much to it. I think I am going to stick a doily there, though, because I like that. I think it's pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so put that there. And like so. So because this is such nice paper, I could decide to leave, like not stick it down, and that's really nice writing because it's sort of like what do you call it? Oh, I don't know what you call it in English. Words are eluding me today. Anyway, I think that's, you know, that was a pretty quick project, but I like that. I'm wondering if I want to put something on there. That's what I was going to do. Like I might like a birdie or something to go with that birdie, but it's a bit different, isn't it? No, I don't think I need anything because I don't want to cover that. And also this is a really nice writing spot. I think it'd look really nice with writing on it. And oh, I know Amy's got other stuff over here that I could use. Like a piece of that would be nice. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to cut a mushroom out because you know I am partial to mushrooms. Okay, probably get my little scissors. Now I do have a giggle to myself about all the comments about me being a lefty. It's really funny. I know it looks weird. You should, and I wrote to one lady, I said, you should see how I write. I have to turn the page up and I write up. And my friend, one of my friends from school, she was also, or is also a lefty, and she used to turn the book down and write down. It's because when we're writing, you have to turn your hand in such an awkward position that I can't turn my hand that way, so I just have to turn the paper. I turn the book. I don't know if you understand. I might have to show you. You'll probably all have a good old laugh. Sarah, I mean, even my sister Sarah said to me, "Oh my God, you look so weird when you're cutting." I'm like, well, I can't help it. I don't actually have any left-handed scissors. I've never used left-handed scissors. I've always just used regular scissors. I actually didn't even remember that left-handed scissors even existed. How about that? This is gorgeous trim, Amy. Just love it. This is going to go everywhere. Okay. I was thinking, could go down there or here. I don't want to cover up the tree, but I do like it there. Maybe I'll like it, put it there. If I put it there, does that look kind of weird? Where's my mushroom? No, that's not working. I'll put it across the bottom here. I do quite like that as well. I think I will do that, just to add a little bit of interest onto here. I don't think I'll put the mushroom there. I could put her there. Look how nice this trim is with everything. Oh, look at this little girl with the doggy. So cute. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked and mucking around having a look at things. That's pretty. That could be pretty up there. Possibility. Where's my gluing book gone? Over there. Now I'm trying to move things out of my way so they don't squish me down off the table and off screen. Okay, I did do a big tidy up on my table last night. I said to Stefano, you do your exercises. I've got to go and tidy up in there because I was literally nearly off the table yesterday. And I do like this here. I'm sorry if you think it's too much, but I like it. It's my project, so I'm going to put it here. How about that? And I need to just trim this off a little bit because I don't want it to go over there onto the envelope. Don't know why, but I just don't. Oh dear, I don't like gluing these things down. They really irritate me because until it dries they sort of pop up. They do stick down really well because I've sort of felt them when they've dried, but it's just hard sticking them down. Just a minute, what could I use? Maybe I'll use a piece of paper to help me. That's better, because I've also got, I get sticky fingers, of course, don't I? Oh yes, that's a good way of doing it. There you go, you use a piece of paper. So it just sticks back up on your finger and then comes back off. So that's that. And so what I'm going to do, I won't be able to show you now because it's in the other room, but I am going to, now where is that? Oh, that's the, sorry, that I was wondering where that white was coming from. It's coming from the that gorgeous trim. I like that. That is super. I'm going to cut the hole there, and you know, I might put a bit of Mary's Beautiful sari silk or twine in there. Really nice. I'm really happy with that. So I've got some more things here. So basically I've got these bits here. I don't know if I'm going to use those. I never use that type of cardstock. I've got these pieces of what do you call it, oh, you know, just my gluing book pages. So I wanted to do a little bit of collaging on there, and then I thought these could be nice to stitch into your book like that and have them as a tuck spot. But I wanted to sort of put, I was thinking, look how gorgeous that is. That's one of the embroideries I have. I wanted to just like put a tag there like I did on those other envelopes on the flap, and then maybe put a tag there, sort of just make them a little bit more interesting. I'm in love with this, Amy. Love it. So I just want to see, I need to put something in the background, but I'm not sure whether I want to use collage papers because I feel like they might be too busy. So let me see, for example, this is super pretty. This would be super pretty on there, but let me block that out. That might be pretty. I am going to tear a bit of, I'm going to actually use it this way. So I'm going to line it up just slightly over. So this is again one of Amy's from Crafty Cat, and I'll put a link to this lovely kit down below. And I think I'm going to tear it off there. I hope I'm on screen. I'll just check. Yes, okay, good, that's good to know. I'll tear it off there, and I'll just tear it off exactly there. And I just need to trim here. Now I did print these out on my 160 GSM cardstock because I was wanting to cut them into tag shapes with the die cut, but then I didn't, because as I said, I wanted to show you what the pages look like to start off with. I mean, how pretty is that? I think I've got it upside down. Does it matter? I like that. Let me just turn it. Well, then I'll lose that one there. Oh, the trials and tribulations. But I do kind of like that because it's less. No, I think I'll do it the other way. So I could even use double-sided tape on this. Where's my double-sided tape? Where is it? Ooh, don't know where. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to put some double-sided tape on there. You can see I haven't used that for a while. It's got stuck all over it. Okay. And here. And so what I was thinking, when I got the die cut machine out, I thought it was kind of nice to have cut those images out in different shapes rather than just having them always so regular, because we tend to become a bit rectangle and square, don't we, without even thinking about it. And then we go and tear all of our pages behind because we need to get some irregularity into things. And so I just thought it would be interesting to have a play. I might be totally blocked because they're shapes, and you know what I'm like with shapes. But, you know, I might be able to do something nice with them. I mean, I love that, like that. I think that's beautiful. So that will definitely go somewhere. Go onto a pocket or something, or I could maybe go onto Amy's paper. So let's see. I was going to put it this way. I liked it the best. Let me just put that like that. Because now the only thing about using double-sided tape, obviously, is if you put it on crooked, it's going to stay crooked. And I put it on, I cut it crooked. There you go. So I'll just trim that little bit off. I don't think that bit has any sticky on it. And what I've done is, I'm thinking this is going to go on the right hand page, so I'm going to stitch it down there. So I've put this part here on that side, and that's the fold there. It could also be a flip out. This is nice and strong now because it's got cardstock. So I'm going to put that there, definitely. And I'm wondering if I want maybe a little bit of a textile or something underneath, possibly. I grabbed all my bits and pieces of, I'll put scissors in there as well. I grabbed all my bits and pieces of fabric that were flying around here, making me crazy, so that I can just pull this basket over. But I'm thinking possibly a little bit piece of this would be nice. I might not like it, I might change my mind. Put it that way. And I do like it. Yes, I do. Very nice. See, and that's just, that is just separating the paper from the paper. It just gives you that added element. It will bulk it a little tiny bit, but it's worth it. It's worth it. That's what I think. So I'm just putting plenty of my glue. As you know, my glue glues fabric very well. It's actually indicated. If you buy, sometimes like these are sold singly, not in a package. But if you buy them when they're in like the packaging, it says fabric. You can go on fabric, glues fabric. And then I don't want to cover all this nice piece, so I'll put this there. So let me just get some glue onto there. How much do I need? About 3/4. So I've got to remember not to glue that part there. So if this were going to flip up, I would obviously back my, oh, look at all that glue I got there. I'll have to clean that. I would obviously, what a goose. How do I do that every single time? I push too hard. I'll clean it in a second. I would obviously back the tag, but I'm not doing it as a flip up. It's going to be, got glue everywhere. I need to get a wet one. Now I'll have to go very lightly here because this is being printed with an inkjet printer, and so yeah, I don't want to wipe my colour off. There we go. Got it? Yes, that's better. Anyway, it will dry, and I'll glue that down. Now, have I got it all sticky on that side? No, good. And it's glued. If you wanted to, you could stitch around it. I might decide to stitch down there to hold it in place. Now, let's move this over to one side. Now, that could be just like that. Let me just grab, let's just grab a pretend page. This could be a pretend page in a journal. Obviously, I would trim it down up there, and then you've got a nice tuck in there. Now, would I like something else on there? I mean, that bird looks nice. I'd even like it over there. Let's just have a look what I've got here. I've got a bit of a mess. Move your things out of the way. Okay. I need something that's slightly bigger. Let's see here. Oh, I like that. They're all little. I've got some other embroideries. See, these are just, I mean, then you can just decide to use them as tags. They don't have to. You don't have to glue them. Oh, that's pretty. I just like this layering. Down there, up there, over there. Or is she covering up my embroidery too much? Let's put it back on the page. Maybe I'll leave it. Cute little birds. Could put that there as a tuck spot. It's pretty. Maybe I'll leave it. And then I continue looking. That's from the same embroidery. No, I think I'll leave it. I think I'll leave it like that, and then once I get it into a journal, I can then say, if I want to put something else on there. I might want to put a label on there. You never know. You never know what might happen. Oh, I like that there. That's nice. Okay, well, I'll think about that one. So that's that one. Where's my other project that I did? I've lost it. Ooh, can't find it. Because I've got to stitch that other one. Where did I put it? Oh well. It's lost in the pile of things on my table. Okay, let's do something else. So this is just one of the pieces of my collage papers, and isn't that pretty? That is so nice. I'm definitely putting that there. There's no doubt about it. I don't care if it's sideways. I like it. Beautiful trim, Amy. Really gorgeous. I just love those colours. I think that's what it is too. And the crispness of the navy and the pinkies. Just grab this here. I've got glue, or big chunks of glue on that one. Okay, what am I doing? I'm gluing this. Love that. And it was really fun. What was really fun with that's what I wanted to tell you. What was really fun with the die cut machine was like putting the framelit thingies or whatever they're called on the you know, like your rectangle image that I had cut out. In fact, I didn't even need to bother cutting them out. I could have just printed them all on my sheet, like I did 4 to a page and 9 to a page. And I could have just put the framelets and things on there and then just cut them out straight away with my die cut. That's a good thought. I have to remember that. I will remember that. So I could put this there, and I really do like that. It's something really different to what I've done before. I would actually quite like him there. I think I like him there more. So I've got a tag on a tag. It's a taggy tag. There we go. How about that? I like that. I do feel like it might need a little bit of something else. Something like that, or I don't want to cover up all the writing though. Well, that doesn't really cover it up. Do I like that? I can't see. No, there's no point to that. I've got my other, where's my see-through one here? This one. I need to tidy up. I've just got a big pile of stuff shoved over there. If you could see it, you'd have a good old giggle. I just feel like I might like a little bit of something, and I need to back this one. I don't want it poking out the bottom. Nope, I don't want it at all. I'm going to glue him down. I'm going to put some old book page on the back, and you know what I'll do? I'll put some sari silk or some lace. Oh my goodness, why do you do that? You get stuck. It's very annoying. That's going to go there. Looks straight to me. And where's my wet one? I need to wipe my fingers because look at the big chunk I took out of the glue stick. So I'm going to put some old book page on there. Nice grungy piece here. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to carefully, without pushing too hard, glue the reverse side of this. And I actually don't really need to glue all of it because I am going to stitch around it. I won't do it on camera, but I am going to stitch around it, and I will need to hole punch it, obviously. And then I can just trim it off. Oh, I know what else I could do. So I've done my, I just received a lovely parcel from the lovely Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. And there were lots of yummy pieces of tissue paper in there. So maybe I'll put some sort of crumpled up tissue paper in the background. That's kind of what my brain is saying. So that will be stitched around, and then that will be hole punched. Now I've lost my other project. Oh, there it is. I keep losing all my projects. Okay, I've got, how cool is this? This is really different to the other days. And I love that. That just needs stitching down there. Really beautiful, Amy. I do love your kits. They're really fun to play with. So that's those three. And let's do something else. Let me see how long I've been here for. Only 38 minutes. There you go. Well, I'm going to do an hour. I am, because I'm having fun. I need to do an hour. So if you're, you know, it's too long, you can fast forward and just skip to the end. I do show at the end what I did. If you don't need to see the process, just move it forward. Okay, so I've got this beautiful box that Mary gave me, and I've got all of her goodies in here, well, most of them. And under here I've got all this nice tissue paper. Oh, here we go. This is what I was thinking, this tissue paper here. This is what I wanted. And I just love this colour tissue paper, and I can't get that here. Love it. Someone else gave me, I think maybe it was you, Mary, and the last time you gave me some of this. I just love it. So I'm going to tear it, and I'm going to put patches of it on there. Mary, I'm making your journal. Maybe some of this will go back into your journal, because then you'll be reminded of how much I love it. So I'm just thinking, because it's kind of see-through, so it's really nice. I really do like that aspect of it. I don't know, I just want to do something. Put that there. Maybe put... Oh! Can you hear that? It's a buzzing. It sounds like a bee in the house. But it's not. It's not possible because the doors are closed. The windows are closed. No. Right, I'm not doing it properly. Now, just a minute. I need something else. I do love this as well. I could have a bit of this. I'm back to my tearing ways. Oh my goodness. Sounds like a bee in the house. I'll just tear that bit off too. So maybe I'll just collage on here and then decide. I am going to use some of this, but I'll put this on first up here. So as I say, guys, choose your one thing that you really want to include and then work it out. I really want to use that, you see. So I've glued it on. I'm just going to change this piece of paper. Bye-bye. Okay. And then I am going to use some of this there. I like that. You can see these pieces today are not really too planned. I just only have a vague idea. Like I knew I wanted to use Amy's kit, and then I knew I wanted to use some die cuts here and there. I wanted to use some of these sorts of things as well because I never use them, and I have them but I just never use them. Isn't that pretty? That's really pretty. I'm going to put that there. Now I don't want to glue. I don't like gluing these things. Put it there, the glue. Because when I glue here where all the holes are, it all squishes out the holes and I can't stand it. I'm going to put that there. So let me just, I'll just eyeball it onto here. I do better to do it that way because the glue does dry if I get it into bits where I don't need it. So this is a good one. I only had little holes, so I'm not sticking to it too much. Okay, good. I do like that. I was going to put this one there, but I don't think I will put that one there because it's too stark. I'll just put that over there so I can see better. I think these are all too big. They're so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. That's really pretty. That is really pretty. Just let me sit on my chair properly or I'm going to fall off. Here's some more of that shape. I could go with something plain and then, you know, put something patterned. That's going in, oh, I love that, but that one's kind of going in the wrong direction. So what could I do about, I need to have something coming down here a little bit, I think. Where are my big ones? I don't have too many big ones, I don't think. I didn't cut out many big ones. Well, that's a blow. Got these shapes. I don't have any other big ones, only that one. I thought I cut out more. I didn't. That wasn't very clever. Was not very clever. Ooh, isn't that pretty? No, not sideways, so maybe I'll put that one there. Maybe just overlap it slightly. And I could have something, or is it, that's too much. It's becoming too much, you see. It's not easy. It's not always easy. Aren't these shapes pretty? I love those shapes. I just want to put them somewhere. I just like the idea of putting a little taggy shape there. That's just going to be a tuck spot. Now, of course, I got my fabric over here. Where did I put my other fabric? Not that one. Where's that other one gone? Gosh, I can't. You get into a mess in so quickly. It's just so fast. Love ripping it. It's too much. Put that there. I also want to leave myself the possibility to trim it down if I need to trim it down for a page. There's that. Too many circles. I don't want too many circles. She's pretty. She might be nice on there. I like that there, but I'm not convinced about this. Oh, that one. There's this cute little girl. These are Mrs. Cogs that I've cut out into this different sort of shape. There's this one. That one's nice too. I cut some out like that. I said there's too many circles with those ones. We don't want to do all circles. They're all circles. You're probably saying to me, get a move on, make a decision. It's not easy to make a decision. Maybe I think I'll put that one there. Or maybe I've got something in here. Oops, dropping things now. Back in my box I am. Oh, there's my koala owl. I quite like him. I'm going to put him on there. He finally found a home. Okay. Nearly finished the glue. I'll be keeping the cap. Put that. I don't want to cover up. I don't mind covering up the doily a bit because it's going to be poking out the sides anyway. But I don't want to cover all the tissue paper because otherwise there was no point in putting it there. So you see I struggled with this one. I do have struggles. Or sometimes it's also the shape. You're just not feeling the big long shape. Sometimes you just don't feel it. And I'm going to put him here. I don't want to put him level. I like that now. I do like it. And I could decide, I might decide I want to cut it into a big long tag. It can be stitched as a pocket. I can make up my mind afterwards. So that's that one done. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 projects done. I found the other one. Okay, and we'll do one more thing. And what would I like to play with here? Look at all these yummy things to play with. I'd like to play with one of these. Maybe this one. Maybe put a bit of this here. And maybe a little piece of lace or fabric or... Is that one doily or 2 doilies? I think it's one. Might be 2. It is 2. Maybe bring it up a bit higher. I like that. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Because and then you just stitch it in as a tuck spot. I like that. Just want to see if I might like a teeny tiny, I know you're probably driving you all bananas. Might like a teeny tiny bit of fabric as well. And I kind of do. Or do I like it better without? Or I might like something else. Even like it just like that. Maybe it needs something smaller. It's so pretty. I like that. I think I like that one more. Okay, well, let's get gluing. That was a quick one. And I'm going to do some stitching on there, but I won't do it on camera. I probably don't need to glue it all now. I probably put too much glue. Let's see. Love the effect of this tissue paper. It's totally see-through. And then what was I putting on this? Put that there. So I need to glue here. And then I've got this bodgy thing to glue. Like that, I think. So let's... And then I'm going to glue that. Really cool. I like that. It's totally different. Oh my gosh. I've got a big blob of glue again. I pushed too hard. Can't help myself. Get my wet one. Now, just stick it down a bit. Take a bit of that glue off. And I'll wait for that to dry before I glue it. Stitch it, I want to say. So that's going to be a really nice tuck spotty thing. Where's that? Here it is. Just say this is my page. Or you can glue it down. I would stitch it there and there. There and there. And I probably would stitch it onto a text page. Here we go. Here's one. Yeah, I probably would put it there. I like that more, and stitch it there and there. And then you can tuck something underneath it. How pretty is that? So pretty. I want to do one more. Do we have time for one more? Can you cope? I might have another play with another round one. Hopefully I don't feel like doing the same thing. How nice are these? I'll just get rid of that gluey paper. Okay. So I do like this, but I don't want to cover up. What I don't want to cover up is that lovely writing. That's super nice. Like that. Where did my envelopes go? Here they are. I wonder if I want to decorate an envelope. How nice is that? I really like that. And then put... What am I going to do when I run out of this beautiful old rippy linen? I've got quite a big piece, and I do put it in my packs. So it will eventually run out. I guess I'll find something else when I get to that point. I think I'm going to put that there, that there. It's really actually, once you get over the fear of playing with different shapes, it's kind of fun. Got all these book pages. That's that yummy paper that I was talking about. I might put a bit of that one. Tears quite nicely too. And put that under there. Yep, okay. So let's glue that down. And the nice thing about buying really nice quality envelopes is parchment paper. That's it. See, it came to me. The nice thing about buying nice quality envelopes is you don't feel like you need to cover it all up. Oh, it's done it again. I wasn't pressing that hard. Look at that. Look at that big chunk of glue that I've got there. It's an ongoing issue for me. So use up half my glue as a big blob. Stick that down there. I think I've got a big blob of glue under there. Yes, I do. I've smushed it out. There we go. And then I need to glue this. So and this here, I like it, and it needs something there. Heavens to Betsy's. Okay, and you know what it needs. Here I go. I'm reaching for them. They're coming. Here they are, the labels. Don't think I'll go with red. Could go with black. Whoops. I like that one. Ooh, what about this one? Too much pattern. Too big. Sometimes it's nice to go big though, because I don't know, it's just like overlapping. I'm not convinced. That one's more subtle. No, I don't think I like the label. So I'm not putting a label on there. Well, how about that for a surprise? No, I don't think I am. I'm pulling out the Tracy labels. That one's better. But I feel like I've got too much going on. And I still end up with that little spot down there anyway. So I think I'll just leave it. I think I can decide that when I put it into a journal. I think I can decide if I want to put something else. So I will consider that done. So I'm going to end the video. I'll show you what I did. Not that much, just a bit. So this is going to be in a journal. I'd put it probably I'm probably going to attach it, and it would be a flip out sort of thing. And then this is going to be like a tuck spot. I need to make more of those. I like those. And then I've just made one tag, and then this can be a flip out or a tuck spot. It's got koala owl on it, and then this is the same sort of thing. it's going to be a tuck spot, not so much a flip out, unless I would decide, but then I would collage on the back and cover up that white. But no, I thought this should be a tuck spot. And then this is another, it can be stitched in or put in floating, and it can be journaling, and I need to stitch around there. That's super nice. So I will link Amy's and these kits down below in the description box, and I will be back tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Bye.